Shalom Israel, Shalom, Shalom. It's your boy King Hebrew coming to you live with another video. This video is not going to be too long, man. This video, I'm going to be talking about surrounding yourself with unbelievers. You know what I'm saying? Surrounding yourself with people who are not in the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You may be new in the truth, and it's hard for you to let certain people go, because you've known them for so long and you built a strong connection and you built a strong relationship with these people. You understand? But you don't want to let it go. That's part of this truth. That's part of enduring to the end. You're going to have to let a lot of people go. And there's a lot of people that you may break down the word and it may be simplified, but they just don't understand. There's a lot of people, man, you are gonna have to leave behind. The Lord didn't choose everybody. If it's not for them, it's not for them. If it is, all praises to Yahweh. But if not, then it is what it is, right? So we need to stop caring for this world. Understand, you're gonna have to make a lot of sacrifices in this thing. You know what I'm saying? This truth is not for everybody. People don't want to hear it. People, you know what I'm saying, people don't want to leave their homeboy and all this other nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of what they did in high school, all the crazy stuff they did. The Lord doesn't give a damn about none of that, bro. It's all about keeping these commandments, right? So now that you're done smoking weed, hopefully you're stopped paying subscriber to OnlyFans accounts. You're no longer in the spirit of doing wickedness, folly, right? Talking crazy. You just acting out, doing all that stuff you were doing in the world. You have to leave all that behind, man. Right? So real quick, I'm gonna kick it off with the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 21 and verse 9. The congregation of the wicked is like tow wrapped together, and the end of them is a flame of fire to destroy them. See that? I don't know what tow is. This is my first time. I haven't really gotten to this precept too much. Tow, T-O-W, wrapped together, and the end of them is a flaming of fire to destroy them. See that? So the flaming fire is going to destroy the tow, right? Because the tow symbolizes the congregation of the wicked, right? You're the only person that doesn't smoke weed, but you're still hanging around your friends that smoke weed, doing all the stuff you were doing, but yeah, you don't want to let your friends go. So you're in the congregation of the wicked. You're in the midst of these unbelievers, and the Lord said, don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, man. Right? So hold on. Let's get the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 21 or 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence. There's no wisdom when it comes to wickedness. If you're surrounding yourself around people that's still smoking weed, doing crack, pimping out their women, OnlyFans accounts, you know what I'm saying, coming to work high, dressing all crazy, pants sagging, still watching porn, still sleeping with other men's wives, you have to completely, and I mean completely, get away from these people, bro. Because that's the life you were living when you were out there in the world, when you were ignorant. Now that you know the truth, you can't go back to that, right? And we're going to get that in the book of Matthew real quick, right? Let's get the book of real quick. Let's get the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 15. Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. So every time you're talking, right? Basically, whenever you're talking, people like to talk about, you got NBAs, you got basketball games, you got the NFL. So the Lord said, let thy talk be with the wise. So you want to talk with wise people, people that's into maybe investment platforms, that likes reading, people that you like to do probably like Bible studies with, somebody that you could learn from, just little things, how to invest your hard-earned money, how to congregate talking with somebody that's wise, right? So the Lord said, the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 15, let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. So you should only be talking about this Bible. You should only be talking about different ways to magnify the name of the Lord. And we all get caught up with you know what I'm saying, wives, and we get caught up with damn you know, just us being in the world, right? Or us making that making that transition, converting our souls and reforming our minds, right? So now we're leaving that past life behind. We're leaving all that behind. So now, right, it says, let thy tongue, Slakia, let thy talk be with the wise, man, right? All praises for that, man. All praises for that. Let's get Salakia. Let me get the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 22 and verse 13. Talk not much with a fool, and go not to him that hath no understanding. Beware of him, lest thou have trouble, and thou shalt never be defiled with his fooleries. Depart from him, and thou shalt find rest, and never be disquieted with madness. Like I just said, you have to completely separate yourself, man, right? It says, depart from him and thou shalt find rest, right? You're finally at rest. Why? Because you're not around the folly and the foolishness that you used to be surrounded by. Now, you know what I'm saying, you're kind of starting to get used to being by yourself. You're starting to meditate on precepts more. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to find some people that's on that same page, right? Because now you are now transforming your life. Now you're in that light. Now you're trying to change your life, keep the commandments, keep the high holy days, pray for others, pray for yourself, pray, fast, meditate, all these things, right? So it's very, very important. It says, talk not much with the fool, right? And all this plays in with the congregation of the wicked, right? Because these people who love talking smack and doing all this nonsense, man, they are not going to profit you, man, right? It's the book of Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deviseth to do evil Salaki, he that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person, man. You're always with somebody that's always up to no good, always thinking about trying to who to hit the next lick on, right? Always hitting up certain plugs, you know what I'm saying, because they want that gas pack, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to hit up different plugs, you know what I'm saying? They're always in the hood, you know what I'm saying? They're always trying to see who has the newest car, who has this, who has that. Basically getting high and robbing people. I hear it all the time. People used to do it. That's the life people used to live. Get high and rob people, running from the cops, doing hit and runs, all types of nonsense, man. That's a mischievous person, man. That's part of the congregation of the wicked, man. Right? So let's go. Let me get a precept. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 11 and verse 33. Take heed of a mischievous person, Slakia, take heed of a mischievous man, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee a perpetual blot, right? So now you are with this person, right? And this is your homeboy of 20-something years, 16 years, right? So now you over here, you know what I'm saying, you getting high with this person, or you're not getting high no more, he's getting high. So now, you know what I'm saying, he's kind of on a whole nother mental, he's in a whole nother world. Let's just keep it simple, right? So now he ended up doing something bad. He ended up, let's say he robbed somebody. Cops caught him and you, right? He gave you let's say he stole 2 phones. Cops caught him giving you a phone, and now both of you guys are getting caught up. Listen, man, the Lord, one thing about the Lord could put you in any situation, bro. And that's why it says here, take heed of a mischievous person, for he worketh wickedness, lest he bring upon thee, meaning you, a perpetual blot. Now, both of y'all in jail. Both of y'all ain't got no bail money. You know what I'm saying? You about to go see the damn judge. We all don't like the process. It's a long process, especially if you ain't got no attorney. Man, you finna be in there for months, man. Especially for the smallest things, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important, man, that we don't get into this. We don't get caught up, man, with this foolishness and this nonsense, man. Right? That's all it is. It's just nonsense. Right? Because now we're finally making that transition, man. It's the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? Let's read that again. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? That's what I'm saying. You cannot be in the midst of the congregation of the wicked. You're the light, they're the darkness. What business do you have being with people that's not in the truth, smoking weed, getting high, hitting licks, doing hit and runs, sleeping with Keisha, who's Lil Ray Ray's girlfriend, all in the hood, doing all types of foolery, folly, foolishness, wickedness? You are the light in that darkness. You're a hypocrite because you're not surrounding yourself around people who's in the truth like you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, and guess what? Sinners are going to get their judgment, man. Sinners will get their judgment. This is the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12 and verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment, man. The Lord's not dealing with nobody that's wicked, man. The Most High, he hates sinners, man. He's not listening to no sinners, man. If you're over here getting high, committing fornication, committing adultery, the Lord's not listening to your prayers, man. It's the book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know now we know that God heareth not sinners. But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth. Right? The Lord's not listening to your unrighteous prayers, man. It's a sin to pray. If you're a sinner, if you go into strip clubs and you still got the nerve to pray to the Lord, bro, just stop it. Cause you're a goddamn hypocrite, man. And you're going off. You really are. You're really going off, bro. Right? It's the book of Psalms, chapter 109 and verse 7. When he shall be judged, let him be condemned, and let his prayer become sin, man. See that? So even your prayer, because you are a sinner, even your prayer is sin, because you're a sinner. So even your prayers are defiled. Your prayers have no substance. Your prayers have no meaning, because you're not righteousness. So why are you even praying, man? You know what I'm saying? So these are things that we need to take into consideration when we're now in this truth, man. Listen. And I could tell you personally, right? You better get used to being alone. You better get used to being rejected. You better get used to a lot of things. Because now this is a whole nother life. This is a whole nother life we're living, right? We're not of this world, man. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let me get the book of let's get the book of Sirach, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 35 and verse 3. To depart from wickedness is a thing pleasing to the Lord, and to forsake unrighteousness is a propitiation, man. See? A propitiation, man. Look up the word. Look up what propitiation is. Propitiation. To depart from wickedness is pleasing to the Lord, is a thing pleasing to the Lord, man. If you keep the commandments, the Lord's gonna You know what I'm saying? Take into consideration your prayers. You know what I'm saying? You kind of need this. You kind of need that. The Lord will finally take into consideration what you're saying because he sees that you're trying. He sees you. That's all you could do is try. Right? So let's get, let me see what 26:28 saying. 26. No, let's not. Hold on. Let me get, another precept. Sirach. Hold on, y'all. I got. Let's get 1 Corinthians 3:19. Let's get the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, man. This world of foolishness, man. That's why the Lord says, don't conform to this world, man. We're not of this world. Right? It's the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be ye not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of God, man. It says, and be not conformed to this world, man. Do not be conformed to this world. That's the worst thing you could do, is get caught up with the foolishness, man, of all these people out here getting high. You know what I'm saying? Just completely out of control, man. You know what I'm saying? Just lose. They've lost it. You know? They've completely lost it, man. And we just read that in the book of 2 Corinthians, man. Right? That don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, man. Don't be around people that just doesn't read the Bible, doesn't meditate, doesn't read, doesn't fast, doesn't study, not keeping no commandments, barely, just not at all. Nobody's keeping no commandments at all, right? So we got to be that example, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, all these precepts are something to always meditate on, man. Being a wise man in the eyes of the Lord, right? So let's get the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6 and verse 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire, man. Always meditate upon the commandments, man. Right? The Lord loves nothing but a man that has wisdom. Right? It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 28. For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, man. Right? Straight like that. For God loveth none but him that hath Slakia. For God loveth none but him